Hello, welcome to the weather update. A little bit later tonight, 11 o'clock. I'm just because we have had some active weather today in part of our area, New Jersey. A tornado, believe it or not, in New Jersey. We still don't know exactly how strong it was, but we are looking at the radar from this afternoon, and you will see here that, look at this. This is the storm right here, northwest. You can see here, there's that hook echo right there, the north side of Trenton. There was a tornado. They actually had a tornado warning out for this particular cell here, and it was pretty crazy seeing the severe weather today that actually did develop over New Jersey. And you can see that storm is pretty strong, even as it moved along the part of Monmouth County there. You still see a little bit of a hook echo there, and actually. You see, there was severe thunderstorm activity all over New Jersey. We're looking at the rewound radar. See, eventually that cell emerged over the water here, and you can see over us, we just had some showers over our area. Though there was reports of some thunderstorm activity in northern Queens and the Bronx today. Again, we weren't expecting to see that today. You can see here, this is how it all just broke out, and there were numerous severe thunderstorm warnings issued as well. For this storm as well. We go to the Philadelphia Mount Holly office here. This is the area they're looking at right now. Loading this up here. If it'll load. So you can see this is the area they're looking at north of Trenton right here. This is the survey area right here. I believe there was a water spout as well cited if we go to... And you can see all the severe thunderstorm warnings issued for this. Tornado warning as well. Special marine warnings issued for these storms. Let's look at the... there was actually a tornado in... I don't know why they don't have it. But if we go here, if we go to the Asbury Park Press, you'll see Seagirt man films a water spout. That's a water spout off Seagirt right there. All right, so yeah, this storm stayed tornadic the whole way through, though it looks like the tornado actually touched down in Trenton. And this is what we have. Trees buildings down after storm damage here. So it looks like they have a report.
Like the punch, rooftops were peeled back as Mother Nature unleashing her fury in Mercer County today.
The storm is also responsible for toppling trees, which then landed on top of cars and homes.
I was not expecting
Tuesday
this
night.
at all
I'm Gray
today.
Hall alongside Shari Williams. The big story on Action News is a cleanup just beginning after a possible tornado ripped through parts of central Jersey.
The storm brought powerful winds that left some widespread damage. And we have live team coverage tonight. Action News reporter Bob Brooks is surveying the damage in person, and meteorologist Adam Joseph has details on the actual storm.
But let's begin with Action News reporter Bob Brooks. He's live in West Windsor Township with what he's seeing there.
So that's where it seems like it happened.
Well, Shari and Gray, we just got word from officials. 100 properties have been damaged.
Probably
60
EF0
residents
or
are now
EF1.
displaced, and hundreds in this area are without power. And there are so many scenes like the one behind me right now. Trees toppled over.
So I'll link this below. I'm not going to play the whole thing.
Is badly damaged.
You can see some of the
She,
damage
like so
here.
many say,
You can see the tree there damaged. So again, weren't really expecting this today at all. Was not expecting that at all today. Very unusual to see. Looking at the satellite image here, let's make this a little bit longer here so we can see the storms moving through here. Yeah, you should be able to see them right there. There they are. As the sun was setting, I'll do one more here. Should be able to see the storms there. They are, that bright white there. Yeah, very unusual to see this. And actually, as they were moving, this was the remnants of it off to the south here. You could see the clouds. It's definitely a thunderstorm type of cloud, cumulonimbus right here that we're looking at here off to the south this evening around a little after 5 o'clock. So pretty crazy stuff to see a tornado in February of all places, of all times, I should say. But again, given the way things have been going this year, it's not really a surprise. And you can see, again, all that winter weather going on across the upper Midwest. That's where all the winter weather is. We have blizzard warnings in effect. They're getting in all the action. But for us, we have different kind of action, more like springtime action. And you can see right now the winds have shifted to the west. We are seeing that the temperatures drop. Though today it wasn't really all that warm. We had so you can see what the weather was like today. Or at Islip, mid-40s, overcast skies, and occasional showers. Very occasional showers. Nothing. Again, it was more. All the action was in New Jersey. If we go look at some of these, let's go to Belmar, Farmingdale, and see if they actually that thunderstorm was reported over there or not. We'll see if they had any crazy wind gusts with it. I don't see anything here. Let's see if we see anything. Oh yeah, they did right here. So they did some pretty good wind gusts with that thunderstorm right there. You can see some gusts up to 28. That was a tornadic thunderstorm right there that came through. Again, really just very unusual to see this in our area. Very unusual. Let's go over the highs and the rainfall today. Not really much rainfall. I'm not even going to look at that. Let's just go to the high temperatures for today. And it really wasn't any warm air there or anything. All right, it was a little warmer. You could see, yeah, there was some warm air off to the south. So this was providing just enough energy in the atmosphere to cause that to happen, I guess. It's pretty crazy, let me tell you. So let's go to the Let's go to the HRRR here. All right, and we'll just be covering the next couple of days here. So let's go to, we'll keep it on this one. This is the 0Z run of the HRRR. So clearing out, drying out tonight, but the clouds quickly roll in after sunrise tomorrow. And then, we got some rain coming in here, and it looks like it could be a period of rain from the afternoon, probably 1, 2 o'clock now, and it will end probably around 4 or 5 o'clock. You can see a little period of rain over there that's going to wind up moving over the area. Probably won't be all that heavy. This is with the warm front. You clearly see that warm front right there. That it doesn't really get any clearer than that. It's look at this. I mean, this is right there. Warm front, cold fronts. I mean, that's. So this is the HRRR. It appears to bring the warm front through. And then we have that. Probably going to have some drizzle after that rain tomorrow night. And then here we go. More rain overnight with the actual cold front. Low passes by. And Thursday, it's going to be very warm. And then there's a secondary cold front. So the HRRR, for whatever reason, is bringing like a dry front through. And that could shift the winds to the west and give us a very warm day on Thursday. So here we are for tonight, and you see northwest winds quickly turning southeasterly, and you can see easterly flow. There's that warm front approaching tomorrow night. It doesn't really quite make it through. That we don't get into that air mass. What we do get into is a warmer, somewhat drier air mass that's on the edge of it. And you can see it's still kind of humid out there. But you can see it's trying to bring the warm air in. You can see the winds go westerly on Thursday, which means the warm air would wind up coming in here. So if we look at the actual temperatures here, you will see here that we stay cool tomorrow. We're staying basically in the 40s, low 40s, and even 30s, maybe upper 30s. But then as we get into the overnight, look at what happens. Look at the warm air surging into Jersey, shooting up the 50s and 60s by sunrise. And then that warm air actually winds up getting into much of western Long Island. The HRRR seems to think that the warm front's actually going to make it through, and bring this, because it's sort of like a dry front that'll shift the winds over to the west, and actually it'll be very warm over the western part of Long Island. And then it backdoors the front as we get later in the evening. This is very strange. But if this does wind up happening, we're going to make it above 70 degrees on Thursday in Nassau County. But for Suffolk County, you may be stuck only in the 40s. Jersey, you'd be well into the 70s, if there isn't even an 80-degree reading in here. This is the HRRR. All right. GFS. This is part of the reason I waited. I wanted to get a little more of the GFS here. The GFS doesn't bring the warm front through. So you see we have this disagreement going on here. So GFS doesn't bring the warm front through, gets it hung up over the sun. So the GFS has been consistent with keeping the cold air in for Thursday. All right, and then as we get into Friday, you will see that we will have the colder air coming back, the actual cold air, the colder, drier air that will be coming into the picture Friday into Saturday, and we'll actually have some below normal temperatures for those 2 days. Now, as far as the rain goes, we'd have to look at the FV3, which is the higher resolution model of the GFS, and I'm wondering if that's doing the same thing with the temperatures. Let's see. Yeah, it's trying to bring them into Nassau County. So we have to watch. This front's going to be right on top of us. And then let's go to the precipitation. So here's the precipitation outlook. And again, it develops this period of rain, but it might actually mix with some snowflakes tomorrow morning. You might actually get a little bit of snowflake. And then it's just going to linger as some drizzle. So, and it looks like it's just lingering showers over us tomorrow night. The GFS and the NAM have been doing this, giving us a rainy afternoon and evening tomorrow. All right. And then here comes this dry front, I would say. So it's like the low center is bringing like a little trough through, but it's just more warm air. And then the actual cold front comes through with nothing, which is kind of hard to believe. And then here we are to Friday with the temperatures dropping already. And this is, again, the dew point. You can see the dew points coming down already with that front. So, really, we have a total disagreement on this, what's going to happen. But do expect it to be, this is the NAM. We have the NAM. Let's go. No, not 0Z NAM. Let's do the NAM 3 kilometer. The precipitation as well. So this is the NAM. And you will see here again, the NAM is fairly light with the precipitation. So, I mean, it won't be heavy precipitation, but it will be wet. And then we're going to have all this just light rain and drizzle breaking out over us because of that warm front that's going to get stuck over us for tomorrow night. And that's going to linger through the night. And then Thursday, we don't have any rain, but we could, again, depending on what happens with those temperatures. Let's see if it's doing anything with this front now. It is developing a line of possibly thunderstorms midnight Thursday night. So we'll have to see what happens with this. We're going to have to see. Let me go to RGEM, and we'll look at the skies lastly. Obviously, clouds come right in tomorrow, dealing with the clouds. And then Thursday, you can see where the sun is out, where the warm front is. It's going to get quite warm. And where the backdoor front is behind it, there'll be clouds. RGEM seems to think that warm front does make it through. And then by Friday, we clear it out. And then Saturday, you see what happens. We got more cirrus coming in the picture. So Friday would be the best day to have a decent sky at this point with those colder temperatures. So let me go and look at the temperatures on this because it looks like it's trying to bring the warm front. No, it does not bring the warm front through. So but look at how hot it gets south of that warm front. I mean, that's insane. I can't imagine there wouldn't be any severe weather with something like this. This is very, very unusual. So I'm going to go to the Ventus sky now, and we're just going to look at thunderstorm risks as we head into probably Thursday tomorrow. And we'll look at tomorrow first. I don't see any Cape tomorrow, but Thursday. Let's see if we have any thunderstorm risks. It's not really showing any. It's showing very little. This is sort of like what it showed today. Very little, but just that outside little risk that you have there could create something. You know, it really could. Let's go to the FGen here. Use this one. Let's see what we got here. And you can see there's that FGen, and this is what could bring us that period of rain tomorrow. All right, so depending on the models don't agree, but it could wind up being quite a rainy afternoon and evening, which would absolutely suck because I got stuff to do. But that's what it's showing there. But if you look at the NAM, the NAM is even more impressive with that. That's quite a lot of lift there. So that, again, that could cause an area of rain there that could be quite substantial. Let's look and see how much total rainfall that this is putting out. Doesn't really look all that much on the NAM. Let's see GFS. GFS not really looking that much either. So I don't know, but when I see that kind of lift there, I'm thinking there could possibly be some heavier rain that could wind up developing, which would make, of course, she doesn't work on the weekdays, fortunately. You know who. That certain weekend meteorologist, South Shore 12, very happy as she twirls her umbrella in the rain, while the rest of us are just miserable because I hate going out in the rain. All right. Well, anyway, So that's pretty much what it looks like right now. I can look at the icon model as well. It seems to like generate, put the rain, more of the rain to the north of us. Let's go just look at temperatures here for tomorrow and for that. And yeah, it doesn't really bring that warm front through. So we have to see, does the warm front make it through? Does it not? There's just a lot of uncertainty right now. But again, expect that. Keep your umbrellas handy for tomorrow night, folks. Maybe you'll twirl them, because I think it's going to be a little wet. Starting probably 4 o'clock into tomorrow night. Might not be heavy, but it's just going to be wet and it's going to linger around. All right. So we don't really get out of this until, like I said, Friday, when we finally have some colder air moving in, drier air moving in, and that will help bring an end to this misery that we've been dealing with stall front syndrome for this week. So that's going to wrap up this weather update. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.